enough? It's close enough. I should put... It just does cut. Wait a minute. Has 300 milliseconds. Let's do like 400 milliseconds. Okay. All right. We're going back. Okay. We're going back. Ready? Okay. Boom. And then when we come back, I'm like, yeah. I should. Now, how do I feel about it when it goes to other cameras? Oh, I kind of like it. I kind of like that. Like, it feels fancy. Meanwhile, over at camera 2, oh yeah. Yeah. I only figured this out by accidentally looking for the setting. There's a yellow bar that comes up that says error every time I start a stream now. And I was trying to make it go away. And I can't. I'm eating, I don't know what these are, but they're delicious. Hey! I am having a good time. I'm like, I don't know. I slept on my ear weird or something. I don't know. My right ear. And I think I did like, I got like an earwax thing. And you can replicate the sensation. Just take your finger and put it in your ear. The amount of hearing you still have in that ear is about what I've got out of my right ear right now. So I just have to wait for those weird little fingly hairs that live inside my ear to like move the stuff out of the way. Because I feel half deaf. Other than that, and I got a piece of Delrin spun around on the drill press. Got me in the thumb. Other than that, it's been pretty good. Weather's clearing up. I'll be able to get back out on the course. You know, all those usual things. And if you will think back to about, I don't know, 165 hours ago, give or take, I said, I'm just putting it in a box. I wasn't kidding. Like, that's exactly how it went. I have not touched at all. At all. Oh, wait. Just in case that's somebody. I haven't touched this at all. So we'll see how far we can get. And the rest I will do on my own time. You know. Gotta put that in. Hardware. That. Should probably put these Benedicts together. Like, I doubt we'll be cutting drive shafts. I mean, maybe. I can grab a Dremel. Do I have a horn? Yeah. I'll have to find one. I'll get one. Fun fact for you. When you get a Stealth XF into the morolated chassis, you don't need the spacers they provide to use all the other Traxxas bits. Oh, yeah. Just narrows it up that amount. Most people are indeed, at least you know this Capra won't break the cage when you go for a test run. No, injection molded is reasonably difficult to damage. Yeah, gotta have the red wheels. Which I had initially bought to strip the anodization off of. And then someone said, hey, you should go Christmas theme. And I was like, well, all right. Yes. The Vanquish Incision S8E Eibach Scale Shocks And apparently the part of them that is scale is the part that says IBOC on it, because you know, that's what off-road vehicles look like. They have springs that are like this big around and 3.5 feet long. That's fairly typical. That's what I'm used to seeing on those vehicles. And I mentioned it prior. Vanquish and Incision have a dirty habit of making a new thing. And the iBox do indeed appear to be a new thing, because no more E-clip. They've gone to a thread-on bottom cap, like, you know, most everybody else has now. But they're still calling them S80s, because the name recognition is so strong with the S80. They wouldn't want anybody to mistake it for something else. You know, the S80, the shock that everybody thinks about when they think, man, I need to get some shocks for my new build. I'd like nothing better than a shock that doesn't really have the ability to hold its life's blood on the inside. But presumably they've fixed that. And I have 2 bags of the seals right over here on the bench. And they've been here for over a month. And it's in the plans, you know. It's one of my things that I have planned to do, to test those seals, to see if they have made good on their promise that they stopped them from leaking. And here's my beef. Here's the absolute pinnacle of beef with the Vanquish seals. It isn't even the fact that they're $8 a pack, and you need 2 packs to rebuild 4 shocks, $16. But they have known that these shocks leaked, presumably forever. So if you are one of the hundreds, I have to presume at least hundreds, if not thousands of people that have purchased a Phoenix kit or any of the builder's kits or an optic or any of them, your shocks leak. And they knew. And then they were like, let's wait a couple years and then we'll fix it. And if you're one of those people that bought during that period of time, $16 per pair. I mean, per set to de-leak your shocks. They should be sending those things out in baggies to people for free. And this only springs to mind because when Vanquish made the new seals, they didn't change the part number. So you maybe you can get them cheaper through other sources, but I had to order them directly from Vanquish because by not changing the part number, if you order from Tower or A-Main or anything else, you have no idea which seals you're going to get. Are you going to get the old ones or are you going to get the new ones? I feel like they didn't do a manufacturer recall and call back in all the old seals. Are the mounting holes on fair leads 31 millimeters apart? Well, if I can get my drawer out, let's see what I got. Well, the first one I pull out has holes at 44 millimeters. We pull out another one, and it has holes at 31 millimeters. Who else is... Oh, there's one on this vehicle right here. 31 millimeters. The holes on the front of a Phoenix bumper, which has a molded fair lead, but the holes on the bumper are 36 millimeters apart. So not 31. There are no holes in that bumper. No holes in those bumpers. I think this is another Vanquish bumper, so likely 36. Nope. The holes on that Vanquish bumper are 42 millimeters apart. So what I'm going to do from this small... Okay, here's the Element. Element is 44 millimeters. So I think it's another one of those things. It's another no standard. They're gonna make it whatever. You're gonna have to, if you want to buy a specific Fairlead, you're going to have to like try to use context clues in the picture. Like, do they have a picture of it installed? And then you can try to guesstimate what the spacing is. Did you see the PM I sent you on Discord about the Deepwoods? I absolutely did not. Probably because if you've never sent me a DM before, it goes to a little, like, I don't know, holding/approval bucket, and I look at those once every like 4 months. So there's probably like 10 messages in there. An easy way is to at me in a thread on one of the channels, and then that will draw my attention to it, and you'll be like, oh, I sent you a message, and then I can go look for it, because I'm bad about social medias. I'm not the best about social medias. Bought an ESC brand I never heard of. Turned out to be sweet, so that was dope. Well, what is it? $12.99 for the parts tray that has the new top caps that don't leak. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, but my guess is on the RC4 drive one is probably 31 millimeters. Would the FMS Leaf spring kit work with the Camel Trophy trucks? I mean, it could, but it won't bolt directly on because the FMS Leaf kit is for the Michigan series chassis, which is shared between all of the other 10th scale, quote-unquote 10th scale FMSs that are not FCX10s. I would probably start with a generic, like Amazon Leaf kit with 120 millimeter leafs if I was going to put leafs under one of the Camels, which I absolutely am not. I have no desire to leaf those. Is anything in this Hami standard among any of the companies? No. Yeah, I mean, they share ring and pinions, but I wouldn't say that, like, what we call the AR-44 gear, I wouldn't say that the AR-44 gear is standard. Traxxas doesn't use it. Element doesn't use it. G-Made doesn't use it. Cross doesn't use it. Basically, Axial, Vanquish, Mias, a number of operators do, but, like, there are as many ring and pinions out there as there are brands. And even among Axial, there are, Gilman doesn't use it. There's the only standard is that there is no standard. You should get those Enduro Mountain internal spring shocks tomorrow. Oh, okay. I've been looking at the Gold Rush transfer case, and I feel like there's a way to make it counter-rotate for mullet purposes. I mean, you could, but like that's an underdrive case, so you're either going to have to bypass the underdrive. Yeah, I mean, you could. Yeah, we were talking about the $65 repair Vanquish shocks. That's right. That's right in Vanquish's wheelhouse for what they'll charge you for a pair of shocks. If crawling on icy frozen rock, gravel, and dirt and it starts raining, pick up the car, leave. The old just one last try never ends well. Oh, what happened? Okay, what? All right, come on, what happened? What happened, Scotland? 31 is reef and RC4 drive width. There you go. Now I know the patrol is pretty strong. Rolled from about 25 feet down frozen rocks. Oh, nice. Five millimeter drive inputs, outputs are as standardized as it gets. Yeah, pretty close. No, if you were going to do a mullet, you'd want to put the 30% to the front. That would be the only reason I would think that you would want to build an A-tack gearbox. Why would you want to put leafs on a Land Rover? I don't know. Is there a way to get just the internal rings for the OT6 wheels? The internal rings for OT6 wheels are regular. They're just, they have like grooves machined in them, but they're the exact same size. When I built up the second set of them using parts removed from buying things like brass rings, I just used Injora beadlock rings. They're the exact same internal, external, and width as the OT6. So you don't have to buy OT6 rings. As a matter of fact, if you buy the OT6 brass rings, they're not machined. They don't have they don't have the grooves on the outside. They're just smooth. So save yourself some money and just buy some buy some brass rings off of Amazon for like $25-$30. Oh, hey, thank you, Jimbo, for the 10. And thank you, Charles, for the 5 gifted. Keeping that sawtooth moving. Yes, Jimbo bought me a hat that I would not buy for myself because, much like my microphone situation, rather than buy a good hat once, I would rather buy like 10 hats until I finally give up. And, just give up. I was going to say, and buy the nice hat, but I've never paid more than $30 for a hat. That's not true. When my eldest was probably 6 or 7, somewhere in there, we were at Disneyland, and he saw the Indiana Jones hat, the old Indiana Jones hat, and at that little, if one has ever been to Disneyland, there's a little trading company that's right across from the Jungle Cruise ride. And he saw that hat, and he put the hat on his head, and he could not be consoled unless we bought him that hat. Like he wanted that hat more than anything he'd ever wanted in his life. So we bought him that damn hat, and he probably wore it twice. How many times did your son wear the Indiana Jones hat we bought at Disneyland?
One time.
One time?
Disneyland.
He wore it at Disneyland? And then never again?
Did you go into the whole details that he was sick and he had a fever and we didn't know he was sick?
No. I just said that he was inconsolable, and we absolutely had to buy him that hat.
No, I think he probably wore it a couple of times at home.
Yeah. I was remarking that is, aside from helmets don't count. But as far as hats go, that is certainly the most expensive hat I've ever bought.
Oh, so this is all just talk about hats?
We were talking about hats. Jimbo bought me a hat.
Oh, sweet.
It's on the mannequin head over there. Because I was remarking that I would prefer to buy cheap hats over and over and over again.
So this is not a cheap hat?
No, that's a Tilly hat. That's a real hat.
Okay, let me see it on your head, because he has a hat that I'm embarrassed to be seen in public.
I have a cheap.
It's horrible.
I have a cheap black bucket hat. So this is real. This is a Tilly hat. And I was trying to like shape it a little bit.
Oh, that's why it's on the mannequin?
Yeah, it was a little mashed, and the tag is in the front, which is not helpful. But once we get this shaped out, see, and like,
yeah.
But it was in a mailer, so it's a little.
I have a steamer that might help.
Yeah, it's a little floppy. Yeah.
Now your youngest is also here.
Tilly Heritage, inspired by life outdoors. It floats, it ties on, it repels rain, it blocks UV. It won't shrink. Designed in Canada. Tilly.com. You can put your name in it.
I should bring that super embarrassing one out so they can see it. I hate that hat.
I have a hat that she truly hates. Like, she despises that hat. And I need to keep my noggin out of the sun, so sometimes I have to put that hat on. It was raining, and I had no other hat in the car, so I was wearing that bucket hat, and you can see in her eye.
You cannot see in my eye.
I can see in her eye that she's like, I'm gonna throw that thing out of the window.
I'm hoping that it falls out of the door of the car one of these times, and it's just in a parking lot somewhere.
And I don't remember where I bought it. I just know it was cheap. So.
Oh, I'll put it back on the mannequin for you. What is it?
Oh. Brother. There isn't a hat in existence that suits me, according to the girlfriend. No, I look all right. I look all right in some hats. Like, I can wear a lifeguard hat, or
you could wear a baseball cap if you would just like lean into the fact that you look like
a redneck.
You are a white man. What do you expect?
I look like I have opinions. When I put a baseball hat on. It's too small for you to read, ma'am.
No offense to the blind guy.
We need a live stream with Mrs. C as the guest. She's got, like, work. She works.
I'm off for the day, though.
Oh, you're done now?
I am off for the day.
Oh, that's right. You guys have a doctor's. They have a doctor's appointment in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, CGDA 79 doesn't leave the house without a hat on. I do more often than I should.
I do sometimes take days off, though. Although I'm worried because the last I'm worried about being a guest because the last Wheeling Wednesday, one of the comments about how it sounded 80%.
That was Mr. Hurley that said that. He's right there.
80% what? What was the word? Inappropriate.
Yeah.
So I'm worried that this might end up getting inappropriate if I'm a guest.
I mean, you know, inappropriate is all up to. It's all up to interpretation.
But he did deserve me flipping him off. I don't know if you guys could tell that I flipped him off in the video. He totally deserved that.
I didn't deserve nothing.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I was just minding my own business.
No.
You know?
No.
Yeah, there was no way to edit around it. So if you, I don't know, I guess if you go full CSI on that Wheeling Wednesday, you can see your face in the video for about a frame.
Well, it is what it is.
Like a blurry frame as the camera goes by like that.
Is it when my car rolled down
I think so.
and I went to go get it?
Yeah. I noticed it in the edit, but there was no way to really.
No, there has to be something. So he needs to be able to put like, I don't know, like a weird face on us, like a happy face or something.
I don't know how to make trackers work. If I knew how to use trackers, I could do it. But short of taking some sort of extensions course. Oh, when she went to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have been to the frame.
Well, I kind of like, it startled me. Well, I mean, I kind of felt like it was going to happen. It startled me. It went over and I just ran to get it. So I wasn't even thinking about getting into camera.
I have a VS4 Pro 10 and Ultra. What would be your choice for best looking scale tire that still performs okay on the trails? Anything. So the first question that you need to answer is what size do you want? Do you want like a 4.5? Do you want a 4.65? Do you want a 4.75? Your options are all over the place. As you said, performs okay on the trails. So you can get anything in J Concepts green if you're okay at 4.75. If you need a little smaller, you're okay with anything G8. G8 has become my trailing tire choice. Almost every vehicle here is fitted with G8 now. Because they don't wear. Like, they just last forever. The tires on Sheila have no wear on them. The tires on Bruce are just starting to wear along the edges. And I don't anticipate that the tires on the Camels are going to wear, like, at all. So, anything. And then, I haven't tested it yet. We need to pick someone to test it with. but someone asked if I thought that X2S3, the compound nobody asked for, somebody asked if I thought X2S3 might be the same situation as G8, and it's possible.
I really enjoy the fact that Mrs. C will touch random things.
And then you can't stop her. Once, like, she'll put her hand in a hole in the ground. I'm like, oh, like something could live in there.
We won't know until I try.
You won't know until you try.
One of these days, I'm going to regret it.
Yeah. Are you sure she flipped you off? It could have just been an angry point. We have no visual evidence. That's true. That's true.
Oh, I'll put it on the record right
it's
here.
It's all up to interpretation. No one saw it except for me, and I'm an unreliable witness and narrator. So, at least that's what the internet tells me.
I'll put it into record right now.
So it's official.
It's official.
I don't want to have to get the juice out. This tire is fighting me. I thought X2S3 was softer than X2SS. No, absolutely not. X2S3 is definitely the compound nobody asked for. I've never met an X2S3 tire that I've liked at all. And I was forced to buy one set when I was building the Banana because the only way to get Milestar Patagonias are in X2S3. And two of them like completely fell apart. Everyone, like, I want to say one of the first X2S3 compound tires I tested were the RC four-wheel drive Baja Pro X. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, unredeemable. So I have... Oh.
I gotta go.
She's departing.
Yeah.
I have basically converted to where I will only buy X2SS for anything with performance. And I'm starting to think, as much as I love these, as much as I love Baja Claws, I think the Baja MTZ is probably the most versatile RC four-wheel drive tire, like, period. They make that weird one. They make this one. The 2.2, like, is this 475? Yeah, the 22475 that's just fat, like 52 millimeters wide. And then you've got the regular, like 46519. They make that low profile one. They make some weird ones, and they're all X2SS. The only one I don't have a Class 1 Baja MTZ, most likely because it's not on A-Main. And I try not to order from RC four-wheel drive directly. I have a couple times, but I've heard and witnessed one too many stories about, like, if you don't opt for insurance at time of checkout, they just tell you to kick rocks. So that makes me a little nervous. How do you keep your inserts from shifting on the beadlock in a ring? I don't. They all move around to one degree or another. Hairspray works a little bit. You can do got one too tight. You can do double-sided tape. Well, a bit of tape. I've been trying to think of better mechanisms to keep them from sliding around, but if you need to take things apart frequently, some don't do it nearly as bad as others. Some are all over the place. Yeah, carpet tape. Oh, I forgot to ventilate these. That's someone, but these rims are vented, like, a lot. Not enough. I might have to pull these apart again. It'll bother me. It will bother me for sure. We're going to, okay, how short would that be? Pretty short. Pretty short. I use large O-rings to keep them in place. Huh. Shugu. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of methods. But Shugu is like a semi-permanent solution. And I'm putting wheels together and taking wheels apart all the time. Hey, Jimbo with the 5. I can hear the fan. Is that the 3D printer? Okay. Being half deaf in one ear is making the other ear hear all sorts of things that I don't want to be hearing. And I forgot why I walked over here. Horn. Servo horn. Servo horn. I vented one of them. And instead of venting all of them, I vented one. So, not that one. Not that one. This one. Yeah, see? Vented. They're 4 screw backs. So, it's 12 screws, ultimately. It's not going to kill me. Yeah, these shocks still feel pretty good. These shocks feel pretty all right. We might get this. We might get this part of the way together. You know. I think it's channel 1 for this. I think I've got a battery. Does the deaf ear still hear the tinnitus ringing? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But for extra fun, my tinnitus is much worse in my left ear. So the ear that can hear, the ringing is now much, much worse. Am I going to paint the cage white? That's a fair question. But, I mean, I can't. Mouse arrow, please. I didn't realize that caps lock was on, and there we go. And I don't want to type it again, so there's my answer. Now, please do take into account the issues with that. This is what, nylon? Most likely nylon. Every tumble, it's gonna be less white. Because what I was thinking is do the red and white panels. Yeah, Tony Gregg, there it is. It will look messy when it's scratched up. Yeah. If I could fix any of my current old person problems, tinnitus would be number 1. It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. The price of the follies of youth, I guess. Put this in there in such a way that there's a big dent in the steering wheel foam. Molded nylon doesn't take paint well. Yeah. You can bully it. Oh. That's really slow. Oy. I mean, I don't know if we can do it any better. I've got a variety of inexpensive donatable servos. Use that Christmas tree spray snow on it. That stuff comes off if you look at it sideways. Okay, this is just an RC four-wheel drive twister. That feels like it's about twice as fast. Okay, Amazon 35 Kilo G. Feels about the same. No? That's definitely faster. It seems criminal to put a blue servo in there, though. The only red ones I have are all JX half heights, which won't make enough torque to turn a tire. I've got another blue case. Got some Spectrum garbage. Got some Tiankongs. All right. Wait. What about a servo designed to run on low voltage? How's that so quiet? I think just because of the thematics. Because I can't bring myself to put a blue servo in there. I think we're going to have to go with this one. How about a 2075X that's literally never been used? It was removed from the vehicle. Like, tell me that doesn't look like it just came out of the package. And of all the ones that we just showed, this is by far the most expensive one because Traxxas acts like their servos are made out of gold. This one's a bit louder. This one is centered up, though. That's the winner. That's the winner for sure. My servo drawer is a nightmare. Never look at it. Don't look directly at it. It's like my ear. I'm building a two-wheel drive Stampede out of spare parts for my nephew for Christmas. I want to use the XL5, so it'll be 2S only. What's the best spur pinion combo? You're going to be running a fairly small pinion and a fairly large spur because typically on a Stampede, you're running a big old beach ball of a tire. I would be running probably 32 pitch. I would usually be running something like 1254 on the Traxxas spurs, something like that. Something in that area on a 272. Every Traxxas servo I've ever tried burned up. That's because nobody sets the endpoints on their radios. Or you're using a Traxxas radio, which is either difficult or impossible to set the endpoints on. It has 1690 right now in 48 pitch. Yeah, that's geared even lower. Yeah. Stock Stampede is 48 pitch? Is it? I don't remember that. I don't think I own a single 48 pitch Traxxas spur. I don't even know if I've ever seen one. Oh no, yeah, you're right. The domes. Yes, I would convert them to the 32 pitch, to the Jado spurs, because either the 48 pitch would go like this, which most of them did, or you'd get it bound up in something and it would just take all the teeth off. Yes, my gosh. Do I have any around here? I had completely blocked out The 48 tooth, those domes. Yeah, I would switch everything to these, which I still have a bunch of because, you know, Traxxas uses their own style. Like nobody else has that hole spacing. I don't know if I have any of those dome spurs left. I probably killed every last one of them. $21.90 is the stock gearing for a Stampede two-wheel drive. Isn't that the stock gearing for a? Isn't that close to the stock gearing on a Slash? On the subject of servos, I do not recommend the latest Yippin 70 kg servo. The OG version is brilliant, but they really cut back on all of the quality for the latest version. It's not the first time that we've seen something like that happen, and sadly, I sincerely doubt that it's the last time we'll see something like that. Endura LCG for TRX4 Sport or just shock towers. If you go to the Endura LCG, you have to change everything. You have to change everything. Like the links are different. Everything's going to basically be different. From my recollection. And that was setting up Kronk. Now, if you just want to go carbon, the one that comes in a tiny little box because it goes together in pieces, that one you can basically just swap over and retain your things like fenders and stuff like that if you want to do that. And the Endura LCG is like a conversion. Like you're changing over to something else. And honestly, the Slash is $21.83. There you go. I haven't touched a stock Slash spur gear in 15 years, at least 15 years. Thanks to your Shocks How To videos, I was able to rebuild these shocks and I was amazed at the difference it made. Hey. So, like, I mean, I'm not saying don't do the Endura LCG. I'm just saying that it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot. And did I all use black oxide? Yeah. It would have been more festive if I had thought to go with stainless. I'm trying to find decorative red bits. And I have to use tweezers because of the size of my fingies. What do we think? So through the ear. It's 2.5. 7, 9. Yeah, we can 10s. We get away with 10s. 10 flats. And I'm just paint the case of the servo. Somebody else can do that. It's not going to be me. 1 week from today, this leaves here, never to be seen again. I don't have the time to do that. The screw is sticking up a little bit. Okay, it might not be the we got torpedoed. We got torpedoed. The 2075X. Again, well, we didn't get torpedoed. We got Traxxas. See the little hump from they put the bigger output gear in. It won't sit down. It won't sit down. I had made a mental commitment. All right. What was second best? All right. We'll go right in the middle. We will go right in the middle if provided Still haven't found what I'm looking for. Probably won't. Alright. Got the new Louise, the 6-gear, and the Enduro. Yeah, 6-gear, great. Enduro, I still haven't been able to find. The gravel stage are a great trailing tire. Being a self-proclaimed Vanquishite, I recently made a big order of Amazon parts to see what the quality is like. Brass Capra knuckles, great. Cut-to-length drive shafts are garbage. It depends on the cut-to-length drive shaft. They are well and truly all over the place. Some better than others. I like the AMK ones, the ones that are right there on the bench. I use them quite often. I figure 4 wraps, give or take, and we should have we'll have fixed our problem. Well, 4 wraps and judicious use of a razor knife. We'll have fixed our problem. Now no one knows what it is. What it is. What it ain't. Adapt and overcome. I bought a Capra slider so I could get the Vanquish machine from Axel, and it has just showed up. Hey. Let me guess. This one, the tabs aren't going to line up. Like what more can it possibly do to make this not fit? I use the cut to lengths a lot. I am certainly in a minority where my preferred is I like Vanquish and Axial stock drive shafts. I don't have any issue with them. So what does Axial call theirs? Wild Boar. Traxxas would be great if they fit on more things, but they absolutely don't. Drive shaft tier list. I can run that down pretty quick. FMS are terrible. No, FMS are bad, but not terrible. Red Cat are obviously the worst. Traxxas, I guess you could deduct points for them being excessively Traxxas, in that they basically won't work on anything else. Looks like 60 millimeters. I don't know how I would do a motor tier list of motors. I don't know how that would work. Like, motors have been categorically the opposite of tires, in that most of them are just fine, like absolutely functional at the very least. Seeing if these rod ends are too long. Ooh. Yeah, a 60 eye-to-eye drive shaft's going to be tough. Yeah, I mean, obviously, oh yeah, you do point out Reedy, right? But can one fairly put a brushed motor and a fusion against each other? Like they're very opposite in terms of just philosophy. Seeing if I can get something down to 60 millimeters. Okay, there you go. All right, all right. A little pop of color. I've noticed. Oh, the Spaniard did say he was going to be late. A 1080 and a brush motor combo from Hobby Wing is almost as much as a 1200 Fusion. Yeah. So it's real tough. Like the Big Block is one of my absolute favorites, but I'm certainly not recommending that people go out and buy 1080s and Big Blocks because, like, it is not cost effective at all. There's a Junior Link Olympics going on at a frame as I'm attempting to Capra fabricate a drag link. And everything I'm getting is either miraculously too short or too long. Did he find it? No. M3 long. That's really long, though. It's too long. Everything is too long or too short. I don't have anything in 3 mil. Come on, let this work. Nope. With Bruce being 16 pounds, you ever thought about bumping up to a Fusion 8? Well, I can't. The LRT, the GCM LRT2 uses a 48 pitch. It's really small, too. Like an 11, 12, 13 tooth pinion, something like that. I don't think a Fusion 8 would even fit. It would also add a full pound, so Bruce would then be 17 pounds. As I have said quite a few times at this point, the use cases for a Fusion 8 are very small. Very small. I have one here, and I would like to get an 8SE. But what about an Elite on 4S for Bruce? He doesn't need 4S. And I wouldn't want the shorter rotor. Like, that short rotor is not going to like 16 pounds. That thing would get piping hot, is my guess. Just little rustling sounds. Just little rustling sounds. We might have it. It might, maybe. Conditional maybe. Yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close. This for me and use it for everything. Yeah, I have one, and it's in RoboKitty, and I think that's appropriate. But I'm not rushing to get another one for sure. Found a good use for a 2200 kV outrunner and gearbox out of the dead 24 scale rig. Makes a proper grunty winch. Yeah. Yeah. I have said in the past that my thought for one of the few good applications for a 24th scale is you could use the whole gearbox with motor on it as a winch. Now, RoboKitty doesn't come out very often because RoboKitty is not excessively useful. I've said it numerous times. Don't try to turn a rift into a rock crawler. It's an exercise and you can do it, but it's not a good idea. I wouldn't stop you from doing it, but it's not a good idea. I can't get this curving. Oh, that's a mistake. I shoved that Fairlead drawer back in, and that is going to. Yeah, I hear you. Does this thing? There's some sort of a sleepy thing. I've got a steel truck body from the 1920s, 30s at the beginning. Me has four-wheel drive, four steer states, full 575 tires, undecided on transmission. You take that back. RoboKitty is perfect at not a lot. Yeah. Oh, Corduroy Guy has never seen RoboKitty? Oh, well, okay. Well, because Corduroy Guy has never seen RoboKitty, we will entertain. Oh. Yeah. So, for scale, in frame, currently, an axial Capra cage, and then there's RoboKitty. For frame of reference, those are 575 landmines. It's a lot. Oh. Of course we left the battery in it. Has it got a... What's the pixie count? There's a little bit. There's a little bit. I like being easily distracted. Oh, wait. Pickle. She could really go like anywhere. If you want to talk about articulation, all you need is, that's a decent size spur gear, right? It's a thing. Yeah, there's a particularly long build series on RoboKitty because we changed gears so many times. Like, I tried it basically as a bouncer. If I ever get a rift, I'm throwing the dumbest combo and I can't send it. You'll break it immediately. You will break it immediately. The stock bits can't handle what the rift is supposed to do. There's a lot of stock rift still on here, but yeah, I built a gearbox from scratch because the stock rift gearbox is a 2-speed. It has high and low, and if you buy an RTR, which you have to because this was built from the kit, that's how I managed to dye the cage. The kit came with the 2-speed gearbox. The RTR comes with the 2-speed with it locked into, of all things, high gear. You might ask yourself, or you might be asking, what is the gear reduction for high gear in a stock rift gearbox? Does anybody know off the top of their head what the gear reduction in a rift gearbox is for high gear? It's 0.7 to 1. It is less than 1 to 1, meaning 0.7, which means the final drive ratio is basically the ring and pinion times 0.7. Well, then you've got spur and pinion. But the stock box doesn't offer much in the way of spur and pinion, so you can put a T-Max spur on there. That's what's in there right now. That is a 72-tooth, 32-pitch spur gear, and I am currently running what looks to be about a 14-tooth pinion. Because I made a gearbox that is 4 to 1. Yeah, that's why this thing out of the box does 40 miles an hour. So we're typically, even when we're trying to crawlify something, make something into a crawler, we're not dealing with something that out of the box goes 40 miles an hour. This thing is the off-road equivalent of basically like trying to turn an Arma Limitless into a crawler. And that has no gearbox. So it is a pinion driving a spur, which drives a shaft, which just drives pinion and spur, which is effectively what this was. Yeah, it does look fun, but there is really something about live axles at speed that, they kind of just don't work. If you take anything with fully independent suspension, it's going to outhandle one of these in every conceivable way. It just is. Tell that to my UDR. Yeah. Well, the UDRs, it's definitely its own thing. The big giveaway for the Rift is that the front battery tray fits a 3S 6500. What shocks are they? These are Rift shocks. These are stock Rift shocks. Ghoulie Moo shocks are just Rift shocks with the threads machined off the shock bodies. But my big change is these are Traxxas High Trail springs, orange band in the back and white band in the front. Sometimes having fun is more important than better handling. I would disagree. A vehicle that handles akin to running very fast down a hill with a heavy backpack on, which is how a Rift drives. Are you giving RoboKitty away? No. People like to ask, are you selling it? Yeah, $1,000. $1,000 plus shipping, and RoboKitty is yours. How's that sound? No. So yeah, RoboKitty has a dedicated garage. There are a few vehicles here that have to have a dedicated garage simply due to like the size. One of these days I'll pay attention to a clock and be here on time. No. Jerry the Raccoon does not have the $1,000 to buy RoboKitty. Now, you know what? After I said it, based on what Traxxas charges for things, it's $1,200 now. I feel like I lowballed myself. Yeah, $1,000 plus shipping, so $2,000. Yeah, that sounds good. $2,000. I'll go full. Marketplace, where the guy has it listed for sale, but he obviously doesn't want to sell it. So he's like, I know what I got, $3,500. And that's fine. You know, he doesn't want to sell it. I've never sold one before, so. And that's really true. I traded my TT01 away. I had a Tamiya TT01, and I traded it because I was full into the crawler life by that point. This isn't gonna be, it's threading out evenly. What is that about? That's not a thing that happens. One more turn, just in case. That's pretty good. Does the 1200 include the transmitter? Sure. Oh man. So it I don't know what it does. Weird. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely include an RC4 for $1,200. Because you know what I'd do? You know what I'd do with that $1,200? I would try to build a Ghoulie Moo again that works. Plus $250. Well, you're gonna the $1,200 does not include shipping. Oh, it's up to $3,400 now. $1,200 is a slider, and that's still a better deal than the Reef slider. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It would be a better deal. I'm gonna go with I think a 14. Yeah. Now we're gonna find out. Have we made bad choices? Has this turned into an auction? I like that the numbers keep going up. At the time, I think it was a toss-up between a laser nut and a Rift. I think the laser nut have been more fun as a basher. Yeah, and the laser nut is not built as a basher at all. The laser nut is deeply problematic, but if you put some kind of non-grippy tires on a laser nut, it's actually kind of fun. You put some truggy-ish size tires on there. I haven't driven my Rift or my laser nut in months, but I haven't driven my Centon or my Kraton or any of those in months either. So there's a lot of vehicles that haven't been driven in months. Put a Vanquish sticker on it. It's not a speck of Vanquish on there. Somebody would be like, should have got an optic, man. Yeah, we can trim that out. Oh, so we're up to 1,500? Oh, man. Steering reverse. No. I think it's going to work. And we've made a blue case build appropriate with the use of electrical tape. That ain't winning. I don't know what it is. Is there a rig in the fleet you wouldn't sell for any amount of money? Or would the right number get anything you got? The right number would get anything I got. But the right number would be ludicrous. Ludicrous. For all of the OGs. For Daphne, Jake the Snake, Argenum, you know, my first Phoenix, my first TRX4, all of those, like, there's a lot of Ratchet, you know. Here's what you have to remember. Yeah, not for sale, but can be bought. There you go. There you go. I can make again, and here's why. Here's why I would never say absolutely not for sale, regardless of the price. Some lunatic could offer me a ridiculous amount of money for something, right? And I'd be like, okay, because I can build them again. You know, I have some excess attachment to some of the rigs here, like Daphne and Jake and Argenum and those, and Jolly Green. Yeah, I feel like those bidding on Kitty haven't learned the lesson in the channel. You too can build one. Yeah, I just wouldn't recommend it. I mean, like, here's why you don't make a Rift crawler. The skid is the size of a CD case. And it's huge. Look at the breakover. What breakover? It's a Capra in between the tires. Like, it doesn't break over, right? It's huge. It's fun. It's fun. It's absolutely fun. And on 4S with that Fusion 8, she zips around. Yeah, I mean, it does classify as insane. I would agree. We need... I always hate this part. I am going to solder some leads onto this, and then we're gonna turn it on to see if it moves. And I can all but guarantee that it's going to rotate in the wrong direction. And then it will be blue plugged into yellow and yellow plugged into blue, and I'll be so annoyed by it that I'll desolder it and do it again. Yeah. Never say never. I had one of my custom cruiser bikes bought out from under me while in the Netherlands. Bloke waved 1,200 pounds at me. Yeah. Absolutely. I've only just started to not keep these when I desolder them off ESCs and motors, because I have a absolutely ridiculous amount. Or follow me here. We can just put black wires on the motor, and then it's really not a problem. Then we don't have to reverse anything. I do have to make sure that we get the right size bullet, though, because I don't know if I kept any of the crappy low contact bullets. Ugh. I'm gonna resolder these, aren't I? I'm gonna resolder these. I know I am. I'm gonna regret it too. Those are too short. Really simplifies my life keeping all this stuff. Said not I, not ever. too big. Pain in the arse. To solder. Oh, I like this pink one. We have 2 pink ones. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. That fitment of good bullet into bad bullet, it is appropriately snug. So we're going to grip it, rip it, and ship it. Well, let me, oh, forgot I was eating these. No red and green motor wires. I don't think I had a green one in there. So we're going pink. Pink is a festive color. I can be festively pink. I did turn this. I did. I was like, I did turn this on, right? I know no one could see. So the answer would be, I don't know, maybe. Maybe you did. What am I munching? I have no idea. Get your Google Translate on that. They're good though. They taste kind of like crunch berries. Just like imagine having a bag of crunch berries available to you. Somebody's gonna go, what's a crunch berry? I mean, who else has got an RC 4-wheel drive sealed can with pink motor wires on it? I keep losing the pink motor wires too. I'm going to try not to burn the cage too much. This is, see, big hand stuff. Big hand stuff. I'm going to burn myself almost for sure. Oh, you saw how close that came, right? That was real. That was real close to the thumb meat. There it is. I needed someone to say what's a crunch berry. Captain Crunch. The Captain. It's a breakfast cereal, isn't it? I forget you British people don't eat cereal. You have beans on toast and blood sausage. Big hand stuff is why you need to train a pet raccoon. Oh, you're right. I'm going to try to manipulate this back into shape. There we go. Ooh, this is going to be a little trickier. Don't hold it by the hot part. Can I tell if it's bonding? Not really. Dang it! I got that hot. I got that real hot. Now we got to wait for a minute. It's too far away to blow on it. Blood sausage, do you mean black pudding? What's the difference? And like in the Cliff Notes version, I only eat beans on toast with brown sauce. There it is. You could not be more British right now. It's excessively British. See, now we have no worries because it's. Oh no, we should mock it up. This is the way to mock it up. Mock it up. You dig through your bin. And you see if you have any drive shafts that are close. Slightly too long. Because then it makes it much easier to make the cut lengths. I got some axials right here. I think these are axials. Do crunch berries look like dangleberries? No. No. Captain Crunch was absolute gold over here in the UK. It was made famous over here due to a 2600 Club and Phone Freak, and those were the days. I've never heard of blood sausage, but black pudding is a very Midlands thing. Wheat, fat, and blood. Yeah, there you go. There you go. A perfectly normal collection of words. Wheat, fat, and blood. Sure. Nothing to see here. Absolutely ordinary. We're going to... So this is the drive shaft bucket where about, I don't know, it was a couple months ago, I went on a spree and I replaced the drive shafts on a bunch of vehicles with Mias stainless. A decision which I still do not regret. Yet. A decision which I still do not regret yet. You can't have a full English breakfast without black pudding. Well, every morning for breakfast, I have a Jimmy Dean sausage, egg, and cheese croissant sandwich that I get in big boxes from the Costco. And I eat that every single day. The idea of eating the quantity of food that is a full English at 5:30 in the morning sounds absolutely ridiculous. Like I can't even get my mind around it. Black pudding is definitely not pudding. It's pig's blood and disgusting. Yeah. Jimmy Dean blood pudding sounds awful. Yeah. No. Yeah, but no. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh, this is problematic. These are like perfect lengths. Now, if you're having a full Scottish breakfast, you'd need white pudding. Okay. What's white pudding? What's white pudding? I'm only nervous because you said Scotland. Haggis is from Scotland, so... Yeah, Chuck and I are both afraid to ask what white pudding is. When my dad was alive, he used to eat Bovril straight out of the jar with a spoon. No! No! That just reminded me of okay. For those not in the know, the hottest video game out right now is called Arc Raiders, and there's some sort of AI voice changer in Arc Raiders where you can make your voice into other voices. This is never going to turn out badly, right? So I was watching two guys playing it, and they were putting it on different voices, and one guy put on a lady voice and kept calling the other guy daddy, and it was not okay. It was not all right. And so the other guy is a large black gentleman, and he has the voice to match. And he put on I guess there's like a white person voice in there, and it kind of gives him the voice like this, where it gets kind of nasally, and he goes, mayonnaise is spicy. And I... respect where respect is due. I laughed. I had more than a chuckle. I laughed a hearty laugh at mayonnaise is spicy. My wife and kids are gone all weekend. I was supposed to go crawling, but now I'm sick. I can't do it. Murphy's Law. You can go crawling while sick. Like, are you puking? I have found that when, I don't get sick, mostly. Sometimes I get sick about once, biannually. I get sick once every 2 years or so. When I feel it coming, right? It's coming for me, right? And I can feel my guts are churning or my head is starting to do the little bit of a swimmy action. When I was riding the bike, I never missed days. If I felt like a hot, steaming bowl of boiled garbage, bad chest cold, borderline pneumonia. You know what I found works great? Being outside. Now, you do live in the Pacific Northwest, so maybe it's gross outside. So, if it's gross outside, it'll probably actually make you feel worse. But if it's nice outside, I'd be willing to wager it's going to make you feel better. The sun is pretty magical. We're going to really whack bodge this. I think this battery's got 52% charge in it. Have I got more in? Where's my battery monitor? Cold and rainy in the Pacific Northwest. Ugh. Yeah. Sometimes I just want to lay on the sofa and watch TV. No, all these batteries are dead. I think 52 is the highest one. Oh, 60. Might as well, everybody loves the IMARS beeps. We might as well plug one up here. I think I'm set for 2.2s. Yes, I am. Bam. If you only got to press the button thrice, you're doing all right. Did he plug it in the right direction? Of course. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Let's see if we can get it from the straight down angle so that you can truly appreciate the concentricity of that spur adapter. It's almost never the spur. It's almost always those plates. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Sounds pretty good, honestly. Like based on what we've got, we can definitely go up on pinion as well. You know what I'm also thinking now? Obviously not. Like that would be like running into the forest with your eyes closed, trying to figure out what I'm thinking. My wife gives me crap when I'm sick, and I tell her every time, you don't know what it's like to have a man cold, you've never had one. That's true. My wife. That's true. Women don't understand. I don't know if this cover will fit, but we're going to try to manhandle it into place. What is preventing me? I see. We can do a cut one, if need be. It's up high enough. Yeah. We can do a cut one if need be. Just worried about proximity of... Like, if we run the battery in the desired location... the wires are going to be awfully close to twirling bits. I think I might have gone too small on the pinion, or too big on the spur. I've got all the gearing options. For the coffee drink, watch out for Bigfoot. No Bigfoots here. This is too much like the city for the Bigfoot, for the big feets. bolted that down first. There was a lot of hardware left over from these wheels, like a lot. Like double the hardware that we needed. That little guy. Well, looking like a UTV. Ooh, I got a better way. I've got a better way. Oh, there is definitely one. There is one Bigfoot here. Let me do it again. My wife found my shoes. Okay, I'm wearing these right now. I guess these are what the hip kids are in, the Hey Dudes. These were on Amazon. They came across my Amazon feed, and they were like $8. And apparently they're supposed to be like 50. So I'll buy shoes if they're $8. So I bought these. They're fine. They're fine. They fit my big feet. And my wife put them on, and she was walking around the house, and you could fit your fist behind her foot in my shoe. I think she could maybe take her foot with her shoe on and put it inside my shoe. And she was walking around, and she was doing arms like this, and she was going, her-da-dur-da-dur. Look. I acknowledge that my feet are larger than average. But that seemed excessive to me. It's got 5 toes and it's not your foot. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Doesn't seem to be a lot of throw on that steering at all. Steering dual rate. That's better. Your wife sounds delightful. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell her. Truck guy wears a 15. Oh God. Truck guy, I genuinely feel for you. Because I wear a 14 and I can't buy shoes. Oh, what has 5 toes and is not your foot? Somebody else's foot. Yeah. Got it. I can't find 14s. I can find them on occasion. Thank God for Columbia. And that's not bad. That's not bad. There's a little PWM coming off of it. I don't know if it's the 2-in-1. I don't know if it's the even with the deafness, I'm about 30% deaf in my right ear still. It's kind of clearing out slowly. Like because of the ear thing, right? I hear the sound of the motor coming from back here. What if I drive it the other way? Yeah, now the motor sound comes from the front. Oh, it's so weird being 30% deaf. No, it's moving real smooth. Again, the included electronics are included as a gratuity. I would encourage someone, obviously take it out and run it, but I'm not going to be broken up if somebody's like, I put in a Fusion, and like, there's a reason that I went with a Stealth X in here. It's Candy Cane. It's Candace's. It's Candace's sister, Candace. Candy Corn and Candy Cane. Candy Corn is in Belgium, and it cost a guy in the chat like $100 between shipping and VAT. Hang on, I lost my hearing too. No. Mine is like earwax. Like I put a Q-tip in my ear this morning and deafened myself on that side. If I do the thing where you like take your hand, cup it, and go, I can make my hearing come back for a few minutes, like full strength. Like it's not deaf. It's just, yeah. It's roughly the equivalent of putting your finger in your ear. Somebody asked if it was straights or portals. Straights. Mias, Capra, straights. And they don't even look wide. Like, look at that little guy. And it's a very deceptive thing, thanks to JP Wirt's skid situation, because it moves the skid so far forward that you can't tell that the link lengths are significantly better than a stock Capra. I think I'm basically now committed to the idea of putting the 2-in-1 in the fuel cell. I'm going to put the 2-in-1 back there because the servo wire is definitely long enough. I don't have to extend anything else except maybe make a little extension for the battery wire. Yeah. Because that will just put this right there. It should be good. I might actually be able to shorten the pinks down. Oh my God, I finished this. We got this. Yeah, it is a class 1.5 Capra. That's exactly what it is. Are these the AR-44 with straights? I guess they are. It's only 240 wide. Yeah. Olive oil or Ortex will clear your ear in a few days. I work in dust and dirt and feel your pain. Yeah, I think it's all the hours, honestly, between... So when I edit videos, I have headphones on. And when I play stupid Borderlands on the PlayStation, I have headphones on. And I think I had headphones on for too many hours, and it angered up the wax factory. I mean, I have no idea. I'm not a doctor, but I've never had this happen with the earwax before. I pulled like 10 Q-tips out of my ear, and it was wax. So I think there's just a ton of wax in there. It'll either sort itself out. I'm profoundly deaf and qualify for bone conduction hearing aids, but who wants wires coming out of their head? So I just use normal hearing aids and say pardon a lot. Yeah. I have lost 45% of my hearing. Yeah, I'm doing better than that. Like, to the point where I forget. Sometimes I forget. So, with the tinnitus, those of you who have it know, it drowns out a lot. Like, it really blocks out a bunch of stuff that you think you should be hearing. Oh, yeah. This might actually... Hold on, we can... Maybe this will act as gear protector. Yeah. Could be. So if it washes out a bunch of hearing, like right when my you can get an ear wash at the doctor. It's gross. Where was I going? Oh, right now, if I stop and I just close my eyes and I stare into an open space right over here, I can hear the actuator mechanism in the cuckoo clock for it's supposed to have a little swingy that broke off, right? But I can hear the knock, 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 knock of that thing moving. I can hear the fan that runs inside the 3D printer. It has a very specific, like, frequency that I can hear the blades of that fan. The fan above me is on. I have it on pull, and I have the door open to try to bring a little bit of warmer air inside the house, building. So I can hear that thing making that sound. And then mostly what I hear is just tinnitus. So it's the reason that I have music on like all the time. I bought 2 albums. I got 2 albums in 2 days. My wife said she wanted to get me a record for my birthday, but she had no idea what to buy. And I was like, that's fair. So I picked it out for myself, as one does. I rode my bike at a skate park with both my ears completely plugged once. It was really weird. Yeah. Have you ever seen that thing that people do where they take like modeling clay and they put it in people's ears? Because you know how our ears are that weird shape. They put the stuff in the people's ears in order to remove the directionality of our hearing, like how we can hear in 360 degrees, and then they can't tell what direction sounds are coming from. It's fascinating to watch, but boy, howdy, do I not want to try it. Because if I heard a sound and couldn't tell what direction it was coming from, I think I'd lose it. Gotta go back a little bit for 22. Charlotte DeWitt has her first full album out. She's a techno DJ. I think I mentioned last week, I've been heavy on the On the Mic station on Pandora. That's what I've been playing for the past like 2 months. That's that, for those unaware, that's that Miami bass. It gets a pretty good, it's a fairly eclectic mix on there. How about that quiet room that drives people crazy? I'll give you $1 million if you stay overnight. My tinnitus would get so loud, so fast. I would go mad. Okay, maybe a 2200 without Velcro on it, or is this going to be an 1800 guy? That's got Velcro on it. That's got Velcro on it. They've all got Velcro on them. A 2200 with Velcro makes the battery tray touch the lock nut. So it'll fit a 2200 without Velcro on it. That's fine. It's fine. Absolutely fine. That's Pamela Henderson. Angelina Jolie. Okay, I haven't heard Angelina Jolie before. I've heard Rosie Palms and Pamela Henderson, but Pamela Henderson is very good. Yeah, I don't think that they could. The thing about the quiet room, wouldn't a deaf person just go in there and go to bed? Like, there has to be a condition, and I don't think that they could actually do it because it would be some sort of like psychological torture to a hearing person. So, I think as much as I don't believe it, I think we've kind of done it. We've kind of done it. Can you do it? Can you do it? Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? There's an easy and I guess there's an easy and terrible answer to Niels Daniels' question is about when a blind person knows when to stop wiping. They have the other senses. Would be my answer. So hopefully that whole combo guy will fit. I think it will. I think it will. I'm going to have to Dremel that out a bit bigger. Oh, that was the question that I had. They can feel the difference. There you go. Oh, just. Only just. Due to the placement of that motor plate. I don't know if we can show. Look at that motor plate right up in there. Boy, that just fits. I had told myself that I wanted to look for heads to replace these heads with. Completely forgot. Didn't even think about it. Actually, with the way that gearbox sits, there's a lot of room. There's nothing back here. You can put a lot of stuff back there. It's going to be a good little one. Boop, boop. So during the week, the weather is going to clear up. The weather has cleared up. Our rain is done. We won't see rain again for another couple weeks. I'll have to get the rest of it cleaned up. Yeah, it will absolutely get a ghost ride, for sure, for sure. I try to shoot for, usually I do the ghost ride episode like the day right before the live stream. And it might still have to be that. I don't know if I'll have it finished and together. It depends on, like, I would have to go all day, all afternoon tomorrow finishing it so that I could record it on Monday and get it up for Tuesday. Yeah, because, well, I mean, I guess Thanksgiving doesn't really impact most people. The only thing is, view counts on Thanksgiving are usually down a bit. Yeah. I mean, no matter what head's going in, it's still stuck with that interior. Yeah. Jesus on one side and Santa on the other. Team Revolt is checking out of the live stream to go watch Netflix. I mean, all right. Sure. Turkey head on one side and a can of beets on the other. That would be more Thanksgiving. I mean, I guess we could go either way. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas themed. Yeah. next Friday, Friday the 28th, we'll be giving this away on Black Friday. Which, like, is it? It's only Black Friday here, right? Black Friday is uniquely American. I guess it's spread out now, you know, with the internet. It's weird. Usually it's like Frankenstein 2025 is good aside from the atrocity that is Mia Goth. I think if you got a chess timer and timed how long Mia Goth is in that movie, she's got a little bit of a Legolas going. She must only get about, well, I mean, Legolas had 17 lines of dialogue in the first one. But Mia Goth might have 30 lines of dialogue in that whole thing, it seems like. Rear steer question for you. Setting up a long wheelbase hardline chrome, I'm assuming I'd want to have close to neutral caster on the rear to avoid upsetting the rig. What you want is you want to absolutely minimize caster change. So whatever angle the rear axle is at, like if it's a portal, whatever angle the portal box is at relative to the ground, you want that to stay the same. You don't want that, like if your drive shaft is changing angle, that's going to be bad because it's really going to mess up the way it handles while steering. I learned this in all the iterations of Blue Sky High. And then what I made an effort to do is, like, if you notice the pumpkin angle, it just goes straight up and straight down, straight up and straight down. There's no caster change in it at all. Print SBG and Harley heads with pickles. Oh. This thing's really heavy. I don't know why I'm still holding it. Every time I tell myself that I'm not going to build another four-wheel steer, I build another four-wheel steer. It's almost like it's inevitable. Gingerbread men heads would be really cool. Mia Goth is the actor version of Ariana Grande, which is an honestly wild statement because Ariana Grande has acted in enough, like started as an actor pretty much. And I think it's fantastic that she's not even regarded in that way. Ariana Grande, to me, strikes with the same velocity as like 16, 17-year-old Justin Bieber. Ariana Grande has that same feel. I feel like Ariana Grande doesn't have enough people around her telling her no. Oh, no, Thanksgiving is definitely an American thing. No, I was asking about Black Friday. Like, I believe Black Friday began as an exclusively American thing. The people, you know, in tents outside of a Sears, you know, waiting for the doorbuster deals. But I think now that all we do is go on the internet, I think Black Friday has been globalized. There's a company called Montec that makes a body that looks extremely phallic. Yes, there is. The Montec bodies are on my list of some of the ugliest bodies ever made. weird. I'm seeing if they have them all gathered together. Oh, of course, they're Italian as well. Products. Bodies. Off-road. Nope. Scalar? Nope. I probably should have just Google's image searched. Yeah, I can't find it. It is horrible, though. Ah, the water pump gasket. It's like it's for like a Tacoma. Yeah. Yeah, I think this keyboard, I don't know, it's got sand in it or something. It's acting weird. Have I ever thought about doing a four-wheel steer mullet? Not really. Her associated with Cynthia Erivo does no favors for her acting. I mean, I have to agree. We have Black Friday, but all the prices go up before, so you don't actually save anything. They're doing that here, too. Going to Walmart at 4 a.m. to get in a fight with a grandma over a Furby is strictly an American thing? I don't know. Well, I mean, it's all online now, and the sales are not quite what they used to be. Next week, I have the last of 10 surgeries in the past 90 days. Yay. I've never had a surgery, so I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know how to respond to that. It sounds awful, though. There's a custom-built Citroen C2 crawler body on eBay that challenges that Montec for ugliest body. Well, I don't think the Montec still. I don't think it can take the crown. They have some terrible bodies. It happened on the Discord some months ago where somebody was talking about how, like, some J Concepts body was the ugliest thing they'd ever seen, and I was like, no. I don't even think, like they were saying Stage Killa or something like that. This was before the Lloyd 2 came out. This was before that cross-eyed abomination from J Concepts came out, that tiny little tucked one. Oh no, it is. This is a like nearly brand new keyboard. The M works sporadically now for some reason. So yeah, I don't know. I probably just need to pop some of the keys off and clean it out. Yeah, the plague, you know, as we call it, the Nurgle. The Nurgle is pretty terrible, but maybe I can image search it. We'll do it this way. Need to find a way to make the image bigger. Okay. I've lost my multi-view. There it is. Okay, so my preview window is over there. Okay. So if we go like this, and we go like this, and we go like this, then we go like this, and we go like this. I had regarded that, like, in terms of at least just Proline, probably the worst they've done. And from some angles, the Strike Force, which is like an MRAP, you know, it's not horrible, but you get it at just the right angle, and it's like a triple bagger. Like, it's absolutely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And it's kind of been unseated now, largely by J Concept stuff, honestly. Concepts. because the Lloyd one was so bad. Oh my God. Like, there's nothing about the lines of that is okay. It's like J Concepts, and then don't get me started on the wheels. Like, look at the where the roof meets in to that little front window. Like, and then the fact that the bed line and the belt line of the truck are two different lines. And then because they're trying to stretch it out and get good approach and departure, it's hideous. And there are other angles where it gets worse. Like, look at that. It's terrible. It definitely shoots way up my list for ugliest bodies on the market. It just, those wheels are like what's that condition called where people can't handle things that have a bunch of holes in them? The wheels are giving that. I'm trying to find that one from Montec. And here's the thing. Montec makes a bunch of awesome, like, sedan bodies, F1 bodies, speedrun bodies. They make, like, racing truck bodies. You name it. But it's that one. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Something about the Italians. They make a little mini. I know it's a Montec. I can't find it. No, the Patrol is just like a truck. Is it like a rally? Is it like a buggy? What do they call it? No, in buggies, it's just all 8th scale buggy stuff. I mean, the Montec Patrol is nothing, and then the Montec Pickup, they get their dimensions real off. And then, of course, the Lily will forever be one of my... Oh, hey. Will forever be one of my top 10. The Lily is an atrocity. Someone needs to make a late 2000s full-size truck body instead of another Jeep Toyota 70 square body. I assume that it has to do about licensing. Is it the Mont Rock? No, the Mont Rock is not like... Let me see if I can get a bigger picture of it. The Mont Rock is actually, you know what? A potentially unpopular opinion. I'm kind of okay with that. Like, that's not bad. Like, I have definitely seen, and then of course we're avoiding any litigation with the 5-bar grill, with the 5-bar grill. That's okay. Whatever the wheelbase is on that thing, I'd build one of those. I'd build one of those. Like, I've seen actual real builds that look like that. So no, I don't find that one offensive. It probably has like a weird wheelbase or something on it though. Mont Rock. Yeah, their website navigation is Not great. They don't make enough bodies to have this many pages. They could just have this all on one page. No, Doodlebug was a different Montech body. Mon 14. There it is. Oh, that's why we weren't getting it right. Because the one I'm thinking, I love that it came up. The one that I'm thinking of is the Delta Plastic Bouncer. I don't know if you're ready. Gird your loins. Delta Plastic, not Montech. Delta Plastic. If you're ready, then you know you're ready. There it is. There it is. Just paint that with the Max Flex Earthy Cane, the real flesh tone. You get a little flesh tone on that, you will get... Someone will come and arrest you if they find you driving that thing out in public. That's a cycling shoe. What are we doing? And I have looked at this picture for some decent amount of time, trying to figure out what, the SNL, Ace and Gary, ambiguously gay duo, and then they got in their car, yeah. I am trying to figure out what is under it. Like, those are 1/9 Beadlocks, and those are Louise Griffins. But it has a single, is that a body poster and an antenna in the front? I can't for the life of me. Somebody posted that body as a cab over. Oh, they flipped it around? It's wild. Absolutely wild. The Peter Griffin car. Delta Plastic. Yeah. Yeah, Delta Plastic makes some great stuff, and they make some wild stuff, too. They make bodies for slot cars. Who knew? I don't think they have anything that is explicitly crawler. I don't think they do. Yeah, the Delta Plastic is under Crawler Bouncer, and they pile it in with the monster truck bodies. I can honestly see, like, I hate this. I hate this with being fiber, but I can definitely see somebody doing that. What are we looking at? G-Speed? Why do those look like... Oh, I guess that is the front. That's a series of question marks. That is a series of question marks. That's supposed to be a Ford RS 200. If you're willing to believe that. Why is your truck vibrating? I don't... the longer I look at this, the less I like it. That looks like a 6-year-old drew it. And then they just cut it out. They were like, that looks amazing, buddy. Oh. We're burying the lead, man. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So the bouncer does look like a weenus, obviously. But what in the name of God is that? I have to appreciate the cutout in the dash area for the spur gear. The spur gear coming through the body is absolutely wild work. Those are AR-44s under there. I can see Holmes under the fender. That is a lot. The car from Hanna-Barbera's Wacky Races. That guy sacrificed all. That build right there gave up all caster for pinion angle. Those kingpins are straight up and down. There is no front caster on that thing at all. I mean, this is advanced. That is advanced stuff. Delta Plastic, all three of those are on the same page. The Mon 10, the Mon 14, and the Mon 15 Ford RS 200. Meanwhile, we don't want to seem like we're piling on. You know what? I have to say, I'm all right with that. That's all right. Like, that's honestly, that's pretty good. Like, I want to see somebody put a crawler under one of those. But Delta Plastic does, man. So Delta Plastic definitely running the gamut from the ridiculous to the sublime, because that's dope. I wish they had specs on it. So we can find out, like, what's the wheelbase on that? 1952 Mercury. That body is 18 inches long and 8 inches wide, which means good luck. Link it in Discord. I'm gonna buy it. All right. And this is Delta Plastic USA. So they ship from the US. It is that particular body is only available in one thickness, which is 2 millimeter, which is like 080. So that body is going to be thick. Copy. Where is the Discord? Where should I put it? I'll put it in general. 52 Mercury. This is the crazy part. I don't have to close all my apps now in order to stream, because this computer can handle it. Yeah, 2 millimeters thick is wild. Okay. Losi grappler. I don't know if I've ever seen a Losi grappler. Losi grappler. Okay. Nah. If this is it, let me go to the page. They don't really have a very big picture of it. Can I go bigger? If this is the one to which you're referring, it's, it's, the lines are terrible. Like, vertically, it's much too tall for the height above the belt line, but like, it's not catastrophic. Are we dropping frames? We've dropped 38 total. Drop frames on the network, 38 out of 252,000. Yeah, it's like Stumpy. It's a Yeah, goofy, but not bad. Yeah. The same way I feel about the Stage Killer. I mean, the Stage Killer is not a remarkably good-looking shell, but it's not offensive. It's fine. Parma fire truck. Oh, we're digging in the crates now. There's something. The only place I can find a good image of it is on eBay. I don't know. There's something uncanny about it. I don't know. It's not terrible, but there's something about it I don't like. This is the opposite of that 52 Mercury. Yeah, it's so bad it's cute. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, monster truck tires do go a long way. Because we have to, yeah, that's a T-Max under there. It's not a skilled 6-year-old drew that one. Okay, what was it called? He said search for Dreddy 2CV. I have to see this. I'm just getting a bunch of 2CVs. Oh, we found 0 results for Dreddy 2CV. Oh, it might be on eBay.UK. Yeah. The VW bug body with the truck bed still gets me. Please get 2 of these shells and make a pair of quads. I don't know how many more vehicles we can do, honestly. I don't know how we got up to 4 apiece. Oh, yeah. 6 hours off. Still 6 hours and 18 minutes. 6:18 off, so 8 chimes. Hey, Andrew popping in to say hey. Hey, how's it going? Doing all right. I'm Well, no, I thought you just yelled your way in to say hi. That's perfectly fine. It is past 2 p.m. It's like it's 2:18 because that thing just went off. Hey, it's better with the 5, keeping hope alive, keeping the sawtooth alive. Just past midnight. It's Saturday. My stream spans 2 days if you're in Europe. Did he get the raccoon? He did. There's the raccoon. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Yeah, look at that. It's just green all the way up. And then, Hugo is usually gray, but we hide him. We hide him by making him a mod. Yeah, Charles with the one shot. We're keeping, I didn't even, yeah, green raccoon is a rare specimen. I didn't check to see if we had the big roll off last week. No, we're still holding up. We only had about 40 roll off last week, which means, yeah, we've got about 2 more weeks. We got about 2 more weeks, and then there'll be the huge roll off because of Mr. Turner's wild times will have run off. Skeleton King. Like if Gravedigger was a truck. I don't know why the internet makes it so difficult to try to find a larger image of something. Like that's actually okay. I mean, I'm not here for the overwhelming Stone Cold Steve Austin skulls, but I don't have any problems with this. Do you think 3.5 millimeter banana plugs are big enough for 3S and an 80 amp AC? Yeah, sure. Should be. Why not? The paint comes off with solvents. Ah. The front end looks wrong. The front end looks like a Gravedigger front end. We're using too big of connectors for most everything and too small of wire for a lot of things. Based on like a data sheet, these the like 26 gauge wire they use for servos should not work. They can't carry the amps that the servo is drawing, but they do it. So there's that. You could run pretty much everything crawler based on XT30 plugs, which are, why do I not use XT30 plugs? That's why. Because that's irritating to plug and unplug. But guys run full-on comp rigs on XT30s, so. I use 10 AUG wire on my Motor SE combos. That's crazy. We can get away with 14 gauge. Has the Elfmobile got a name? Yeah, that's Candy Cane. What's your favorite full-size receiver-powered servo? Favorite how? Like, favorite in terms of price performance, favorite in terms of just performance. It's probably going to be like the Flash Hobby 60. I wouldn't recommend running two of any servo off of receiver power unless you've got a particularly beefy BEC running it, 10 or 12. How's the Sendero SE? I've just bought one on sale. You mean baseline? It's all to do with duty cycles. If you look with scope, you'll see servo's current demand pulses, not constant power draw. It's not just DC. Yeah. Yeah. I think the Sendero SE is strong. It needs some stuff right away or nothing right away, depending on what you like. I would put a Fusion in it, Fusion 1200. You can run the bushings and the plastic links for a good while. Oh, they oh, I didn't even realize that the poll was still up. 4258, 161 votes. That's more votes than there are people right here, so we'll end that right like it is. 1800 is going to be a little spicy because the smallest pinion you can run is an 18, and it's a little hot on an 18. It'll be fine, but it's a little, oh, it's more for frozen trails. Oh, well, then I would have gotten the 1800 as well. Yeah. Like performance over budget. Ooh. Is it the? I don't want to get my numbers wrong. No. It's not the A73. What is the number on it? Being the ear thing is really starting to get to me. Hopefully it'll clear up within a day or so. AGFRC A86 is where I would go for my favorite receiver powered servo, just in terms of output. Like, north of 700 ounces. It's quiet, smooth, angle sensors, magnetic. It's great. Do you have thoughts on the inserts I sent? Do you mean these guys? Because if you mean these guys, I haven't gotten to test them yet. Is it better to run an 1800 at 3/4 speed or a 1200 full speed? An 1800, yeah. 270-degree versus 180-degree servos. It doesn't really matter. It's not a thing for us because the throw of the servo is determined by the radio, and surface radios throw 180 degrees. That 270, when you see 180s, 270s, and 360s, that's for like helicopters and airplanes and whatnot. I've used, you name it, 180s, 270s, 360s, all of them. It doesn't matter. I've used them all. Now, see, the thing about I will continue to recommend a 1200 on a straight axle and an 1800 for a portal because you can't put if you put an 1800 on something and you get it geared to the way you want it, and you are at the very bottom, it means you're running like a 9-tooth pinion, then that's less good, because you're taking away that control at the bottom end. When that pinion gear keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller, it would be better to just KV down and gear up than KV up and gear down. I don't tend to KV up and gear down. 2000 KV is almost the top end here. 2300 in a couple places, and a singular 3300. But 1800 is the middle for me, because 1800 is about a 35 turn brush motor. And sometimes, like on an SE, if I'm not trailing with it, I would certainly run a 1200. Yeah. 3S 120C packs with fake Deans. T-plugs, yeah. Will not deliver anything close. No, it'll melt those plugs. Harley told me that my stance is just as good. Oh, probably better. He would tell you it's even better. Can you file down the motor mount to slide the motor a little further? You might be able to get like a 17 on there, or maybe a 16. But as you said that you're trailing it, you'll probably be fine. You'll actually you'll either run the 18, or you might go up to a 19 or a 20, because you're going to spend more time at trailing. For trailing, you're going to be around 40, 50, 60% throttle most of the time. So the 1800 is definitely a better choice. Our trail rigs, well, there's no gear reduction in those FCX 10s, so they're both on 1200s. And with the 2 speeds, they are just fast enough on the 1200s. With the 1800, hey, Mo Trevor with the 5. On the 1800, they are too fast. 1200 felt a bit too slow from a Gatekeeper. Slapped in a Fusion Pro and a Gatekeeper is real spicy. Harley would never lie to me. He always offers affiliate links to buy upgrades, and he's unbiased. Yes. The KV has nothing to do with the weight of the vehicle, really. It has everything to do with the gearing, whatever the final drive ratio is on it. And the final drive ratio on a lot of straight axle vehicles is lucky to get to 40-1. Oh, it's 3S all the time. I don't run anything on 2S, ever. 1200 on 2S would barely be moving. I was thinking to 16 maximum. Yeah, like I say, I think you're going to be fine. If you're trailing it mostly, you're going to be absolutely fine on the 18. Yeah, the reason that Jolly Green got built is I put a 3300 Axe V2550 in a TRX4, and that was a terrible idea. No one should ever do that. There's not enough gear reduction, even with those axles. There's not enough gear reduction to slow down to 3300 on 3S. And I don't run 2S here, so I ended up rebuilding the vehicle multiple times to get a 3300 to work. Running an 1800 SE with the stock pinion on my Nightwalker, it's about 1/4 slower than stock electronics. It was a rocket ship stock on 3S. I don't remember which flavor of Reedy. It's either the 540 or the 550 14 turn. Those motors are just terrible. Did you see the new Boom Racing Classic Krieger wheels? Yeah, and their new tires too. I run pros in most of the trail rigs because I just gear them way down because I gear them for cruise control. I want to be at that just above walking pace at about 60% throttle is where I like to be on the 2300s. So both of the FJ40s are on 2300s. Oh no, it's 1800s. It's 1800s in Jade and the Gate Rover, and it's 1200s in So we've got them all. And then it's Outrunners in the 2 buggies. So we've got them all. We just don't have brushed, and I wouldn't run brushed. Did Boom do some kind of new foams too? Yeah, it looks like it. And you know, who knows, right? Like, they haven't successfully made a decent tire. What would you recommend as an Outrunner replacement for a 60 turn brushed with a 2.9 to 1 reduction? I would say probably. I would probably say as like basically as low as you can go, like a 1470, 1450, 1470, 1400. In drone motors, you can get even lower. Rusty used to run a 760, and I had a 900 in another rig. Rig is about 9 pounds. I would say Rhino S20 1470. That'll move 9 pounds effortlessly, pretty much. Daphne, RoboKitty used to run an S20 at 10 plus pounds. So those things can absolutely handle it. Do you have a regularly scheduled time for your Wheel on Wednesdays? We film Wheel on Wednesday unless other stuff intervenes. We film Wheel on Wednesdays on Sunday mornings because, like, you know, my wife is usually at work. So Sunday is available. We go Sunday morning at some point to whatever our location is going to be. We record, and then we go out to lunch afterwards. It's like our grand day out, and then we come home, and then I edit. Sometimes I edit them on Monday, but I usually edit them the same day and have them up and ready. So day after tomorrow, we will be recording Wheel on Wednesday, and we haven't even discussed where we're going yet this week. Yeah, those Kragers do look nice. Issues with a Furatech Python X and 22 Komodo. Keeps seeming to overheat despite all the recommendations. Yeah, it's gonna and is going to. We now have no Furatechs in service here. The last one has come out of service. I don't know if it's a quality control issue. I don't know what it is, but there's too many holes in the performance. So anything that had let's see, how many are in the drawer still? I'm obviously open to trades. I have two more. Python X's. Dies at wide open throttle and gets hot. And that means this is the one with an LVC that is non-functional. Yeah, the issue with the Python is that it's a Furatech, 100%. So that one is still in the rig, but here is the Secure 120 to replace it, which I bought right before they went on sale. Thank you very much. Oh, no, you are not SOL Checker Past. Right now, you can go on Amazon and you can get a Secure Escape 32, either the 70 amp or the 120 amp. This is the 120. I know that the 70 amp is about $40 right now, and this one is about 50. And you will take it out and you will plug your stuff into it and you will drive it and it will just work. It's absolutely worth it. And if you need to make any adjustments to it, you program it via Wi-Fi through any device that uses Wi-Fi. So the Secures are replacing all of the, and we've got plenty. Oh, I take that back. We do still have one in service, a lizard. There's a lizard. There's still one lizard out there. So yeah, Secure is my definite recommendation for your AM32. If you're running an Outrunner or you want to run an Outrunner, the Escape 32 from Secure, either in the 70 amp or the 120 amp. Their singular drawback, yeah, Amazon is where you'll find them. I can drop you a link. They're on sale right now. Drop you a link. Secure. Yeah, $45 with the programmer. it's not a, and they're, you know, because everybody's doing Black Friday right now. They're probably, you know, it could be cheaper from somewhere else. Like somebody, Bertel says €30 on AliExpress. If I ordered that right now, I would have it today. So that's why. Does Secure provide enough power for 2 servos through the RX? No. I would say you could probably get away with that on a Rhino V80 or your other choice, Hyper. The Hyper is about $110. And also, well, here's the thing. 2 receiver-powered servos is going to need a minimum of 10 amps from the BEC. A minimum. Yeah, cheap AliExpress takes weeks to get here. Yeah, it's 14 days. I can think of 1 or 2 instances where I've gotten something from AliExpress in less than 2 weeks. And I understand. If you want to buy your stuff from AliExpress, that's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with it. Let me know on the Discord. I can generate affiliate links to AliExpress, and I've never gotten a single penny from AliExpress, so I don't even know if anyone's ever clicked through one. I have no idea. But I will pay the extra money to buy it on Amazon. And what is €30 right now? Like $40? That means it's $5 more to buy it on Amazon and have it here today. So do I want to save $5 and wait 2 weeks? I'm not saying that my time is valuable. Yeah, that link that I posted is the link directly to it. AliExpress to UK takes about a week. Yeah, I guess they go the short way. Hey, been busy, but I'm here. Hey, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. I can hear like it's getting a little better. I'm like, I would call it like a 30% reduction on the right side right now. It's getting a little better. New subscriber here. Hey, we're glad to have you. I'm watching and building a Capra with axial 3 gear with the old Fusion 1200. My Mia Straits should be here from China. 2.2. I think it should be dead slow on Capra portals. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it's a 3 gear and portals, it is going to be dead slow. You're going to, I don't know if you'll be able to gear it up enough. Where's the best place to buy that AGFRC servo? It won't let me purchase directly from them. I don't know. I don't think they're on Amazon anymore because they stopped shipping to, no. You can get the 4S Direct one on Amazon still, and then the 40 kg, and that's about it. The A75. The A75 is great, but I can't tell you where to buy an A86. This is why I've just been buying receiver. I guess AliExpress. Probably find it on AliExpress. When I do a search for the A86 Bum W, it's the only, oh no, I'm sorry, the BHMW. It's the only place that it comes up. Yeah, either from AGFRC or AliExpress. Yeah, it's not optimal. Who belongs to Splinter? Robert the Computer Guy. Yeah, ever since, did you see the new Vanquish release? What now? What'd they do now? What, the Blue Phoenix? Which is same as the old Phoenix. It's not a Phoenix anymore. You can't call it a Phoenix anymore. If it doesn't have a twin in it, it's not a Phoenix. $20 additional and no twin, but it is blue. So you got that. How long until we get a an Ibach branded air quotes Phoenix that it costs $100 more? Because hey, pardon me, who else is surprised that we haven't seen, other than the Falcon, where are the other special models? the limited models with more Vanquish crap on them. Where's the IBAC one? Where's the, like how they did a Yokohama and a Sparco optic? All I have is a front axle, and I'm thinking, what can I build with that? Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes that's enough. I would do it. I mean, if you have a front axle. Yeah. But the IBAC optic is just a livery. I mean, where's the KMC wheels Fordyce? So it actually has Vanquish wheels on it. They'll put some wheels on it. And then they'll put the livery on it. And then they'll sell it for $150 more than a regular Fordyce. So like a $650 Fordyce, which is like mechanically identical, but they'll put the upgraded shocks and they'll put wheels on it. Because that feels like the Proline. Yeah, liveries don't count. That's just stickers. You pay to somebody money so that you can print stickers. I mean, in the grand spirit of Vanquish, yes, the Vanquish pickle package. Let us not improve performance in any meaningful way. Oh, it's the Origin. I just realized it's the Origin. We're going to sell it for $3,500, and it won't. Yeah, Battleborn optic, Battleborn wheels not included. That's Vanquish. They can anodize their shocks blue and make a King Edition something. A Phoenix Ultra. There you go. Well, I guess that struck a fortune a little bit. So they have done that a little bit. I'd love to see blue S80s, though. $200 worth of parts for $500 more. That sounds right. That sounds right. I'm on board. I don't, like, there was a time, it was not so long ago, want to know, that when you bought a kit, the kit came with stuff. The kit came with extra stuff. That was the point of the kit. The point of the kit was the extra stuff. Factory team this, factory team that, and there was a reason. And now, what have we got? What have we got? So, am I correct that someone said they come in packaging that looks just like the King Shock packaging, and those are terrible. The Toyo was specifically produced for Toyo with a limited amount going to VP. Huh. Oh, don't talk with my mouth. You know what, Charles? You know what, Charles? Come at me, bro. What Capra clone cage do you recommend? Injora. That's the one I used for the Gulimu. I gotta see, like, I've been pirating parts. Snap-on Edition comes with a Snap-on branded cross wrench. Does it really? Vanquish Rants might be better because they charge more money. Pay more, get less. The R1s are just really small. I like the Injora Capra clone because it's It's voluminous on the inside. Now I gotta find, okay. Got some caps sitting in oil. I come to you with a support question. As 3 separate emails sent to OT6 have since gone unanswered, that you are not alone in that one. So I've got some new Desert Lizard shocks for my TRX4. I don't have a problem with Desert Lizard shocks. My singular problem with Desert Lizard shocks is they are not fun to fill. But once you get them filled, you basically don't, if you're running them upside down, which you should be, you basically don't touch them again forever. I ran a set of Desert Lizard shocks on the 6x build here for like 2 years. Never touched them once. I split a drive shaft pin. Ew. I tried finding the springs you suggested last week for the 2-mod shocks, but can't get them in the UK. Is there a chance you can give me an idea on wire diameter for the ones you use? Yes, I can. So, a DriveTech Deluxe Soft, which is 0.8 pound, has 0.6 millimeter wire, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would call it 7 coils. So 7 coils of 0.6. So if you can find springs that are like 0.5 millimeter or 0.7 millimeter, it's the diameter and then the number of coils which determine the stiffness. For reference, a 1.2 pound of about this, we got more coils in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an 8 coil. This is 0.7 wire. So it kind of goes up linearly. So 0.6 wire will get you 0.8 pounds. 0.7 wire will get you 1.2 pounds. And then I would guess if it was 0.8 wire, it would be 1.6 pounds. It moves fairly linearly. Yeah, I don't know why. Basically, I get a lot of the mini springs like that just by buying Chavtex because they all come with 2 sets of springs. I measured one of the other pins and wanted to double check. I got M4 size on the threads, 12 millimeter length, but on the pin width, I'm getting 2.1, 2.2 millimeters. Yeah, there's nothing explicitly unique about those pins. I just call them screw pins, and typically in a little drawer I will have, like, they'll all be different manufacturers and everything. And if we throw the clamps on them. That one's a 2.4. Let's grab another one. 2.41, pretty close. How about some of the plated ones? 2.34. Are the Wizard pins 2 millimeters? Because that's a reduced pin. I don't know if I have any reduced pins in here. Yes, I do. Only at the point, though. I don't like these step pins. Yeah, are they 2.1? Oh, it's moving. Have you ever used a Perfect Pass Monster? It isn't direct power, but I believe AGFRC makes it. I have not. What?
So much dead air.
Yeah, it's dead air. I'm reading. I can only do so many things at one time. Okay, I got 4 caps. I have no idea how good those seals are. Now I have to find pistons and clips.
I only came in to tell you I was going to buy a $60 PC game for the kid.
Why? Wait, what game is it?
Baldur's Gate?
The young one's gonna play Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, which I played before, right? Back in like 1999?
Yeah, that was like Baldur's Gate 1.
Yeah, but I played it on the PlayStation 3, I believe.
Yeah.
And this one's a PC one.
Yeah.
This will be like the third.
I can't remember what these damn pistons look like. Oh, I put them in a drawer. I put them in a drawer! I was wondering why I couldn't find the caps for my SADs. I put them away. Oh, I'm over here getting absolutely vanquished. None of these pistons.
That is really tiny from far away.
What?
The messages.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to all of my Vanquish pistons.
Did I say Commodore?
Yeah, Commodore 64. I had a Commodore 64. Many people from far back in the times of yore had a Commodore 64.
I was a poor kid. I didn't.
We had a baseball game, like sandlot baseball or backyard baseball or something like that we played on the.
Ours was called like the one that my grandparents got us, which was like an offshoot of something else. Was called like Odyssey or something like that.
Yeah.
And all we had was like Pac-Man and something else on it. Like I remember there's like two little race cars. I mean, it was real old looking.
I know you're a fan of the Fusion Pro. How do you feel about the Z-Run, X-Z-Run? I know what you're asking. I personally really don't see much use for in-runner combos in rock crawlers because the Fusion exists. Now, that's not me telling you not to buy one of those combos because they keep putting them on sale, like deep discount. They were doing one of those combos for like $70. Which, I mean, I have one. I've got the Axe V2 550, the big one. And it takes up a lot of space and it's heavy. And yeah, you can program it via Bluetooth. But like, because Fusions exist and Fusions are so good at doing crawler stuff, I run 2 in-runners in the entire fleet. I run a buggy motor in Ironside's the TRX4 just because I can. And I want to switch it to an 8 SE. And I run the one in Jolly Green. So they work fine. But at their normal prices, which I'm sure if you've searched for them, you know what their normal price is. I don't want to buy a combo that's like $230. That's wild. You can get 2 Fusions for that. You can get an SE and a Pro for that. So I'm not opposed to them. I just, I'm not going to spend that kind of money when there are much cheaper options.
They want me to build a shock.
What?
Is that what it says? Missy, since you're close.
We need the wall to make you build a shock. Oh. You don't want to do this.
Yeah. It sounds messy.
You don't want to do this.
I'm just the driver, not the mechanic.
Yeah, it's not even the mess. It's the tedium. It's that because of the nature of the vehicle, you have to do everything 4 times. And none of it is like, okay, so there is there's an E-clip there, right? And then
That's tiny.
what I have to do is I gotta grip it between these smooth jaw pliers like this. You got to get it held just right so it doesn't shoot into oblivion. You got to go like this. Almost popped it. Yeah. And actually, you have to do this 8 times because you have to do 2 per shock.
And then you dropped it.
And then I dropped it. This is why shock building does not tend to occur in videos.
Now, I would have to have one of those. Like, I would look like the guy that's working on the
the jeweler,
on the watches, or the jeweler. I'd have to have that big magnifying
the big
glass.
magnifier. Yeah. Vanquish, in their divine wisdom, has made the E-clip so small.
He's dropped it like 4 or 5 times.
I dropped it like 5 times. I'm just keeping my hands busy. That's 1 on. 1 out of 8. Fossils with Endura silicones or foams that they come with. Where are you going to drive? If you're going to drive on rocks, foams. If you're going to drive on creeks and trails and stuff, silicones. And not Endura silicones, but Femondas. A fossil is basically the same footprint as a canyon trail, so you want the slightly shorter, slightly wider insert. Yeah, I'm just wall now.
You were the wall so many times on the last one. Oh my gosh.
I try to work in a large clear freezer bag to contain the E-clip in case it flings. That's a good idea. Here's how to build a shock with E-clips. Cuss at it 4,000 times and it'll work.
Oh, he's got that down.
Now, putting the second one on
You guys get to hear the non-cursing version. When he's not on camera, I get to hear the other version.
Oh, okay. Wow. Geez, are there enough buses? Should we call in another bus? Just tuck me into that one, too?
Well, I should make a camera follow you around 24/7. Then you'll
Oh, that'd be great. I would
you'll
love
be
that.
The nice wall.
I'd love that. There's one. Didn't even double check it.
So it's good. Pass the test.
It's good. It's good. I don't need these bodies, actually. I need the other bodies.
You have to do that 3 more times?
Yeah. Oh, and then I have
For
to...
For this itty-bitty little thing.
Yeah.
That's only like 3 parts? Yeah.
Just think. Every vehicle in this building has 4 shocks on it. Well, a couple of them have 6. So think of how many times I've had to do this. They're not all this bad. These are S8Es, which are more worser. She's touched it. She has to build a shock now. I wouldn't want to wish this on anybody. It's not it's nobody looks forward to building shocks, I don't think. This E-clip I've only dropped twice so far.
I'm sure there's a few more times in there.
Well, it doesn't. There it goes again.
Is there? Oh, there's another one in this bag.
Oh, they give us an extra one? So they give me 5?
I don't know. Have you already used? How many do you use
There's
per
one right
one?
there.
Oh, Jesus. That just kind of went in with the wood grain.
I've now dropped this one 3 times.
Well, you do have really big hands.
Did you like building the drop check? I don't like building any shock.
Wait, does it go on the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
How do you know what's the up and what's the bottom?
The top.
Or does it not matter?
The top is the top. The thread side is the bottom.
For sure. Your thingy.
What are you looking for?
Your magnifying thingy.
She wears contact lenses, so she can't actually see the eclipse.
Yeah, I would need my reading glasses out here.
Yeah, Robert, the computer guy, points out, talking about running 2 servos off of the same BEC and why I don't recommend it. In a pinch, you could just run 1 direct power and then 1 receiver powered. I tend to just run 2 direct power and then not have to worry about it. Because try as I may and try as I might, I haven't been able to make myself run mixed servos. Oh, I would rather be threading turnbuckles because I have tools, right?
But how do you get it on?
Oh, you have to use pliers.
Why? Why do you have to use pliers?
Because you can't generate enough force with your finger meat to press that thing on there. It's never going to happen.
But I have strong finger meat.
That's true. I have strong finger meat as well. I do not have finger meat strong enough to press one of these clips on here, though.
I can't even see what I'm doing. Wait, is there a top or a bottom? Is there a certain way it's supposed to be?
Of the E-clip or the shock shaft?
Of the E-clip.
No, the E-clip does not have a top nor a bottom. The E-clip is ambiguous. It doesn't care which way it faces. I used to have 2 pairs of those smooth pliers. Yeah, he says don't try it. It'll go into your fingers. Yeah, they are very thin.
Oh, without the pliers?
Yeah, if you try to push it, the shuck shaft is definitely harder than your meat. So
it's just turning.
So the E-clip will just go into your finger instead.
You made this look like easy besides the
yes.
Besides dropping it,
the E-clip does not concern itself with up or down. That's true. Shocks don't concern themselves with up or down either. Hey, Robert the computer guy sent us $20 to get coffee drinks. Now you have to drink one.
Okay, do not do this one. I'm gonna go grab my.
You're gonna get your readers?
I'm gonna get my readers.
Okay, I'll leave it right here. I need the pliers so I can finish the shop while you're gone.
This one's here for me. I will do the one, but I need readers.
We'll make her use snap ring pliers next. I'm in the zone now, so I'm already finishing the 3rd one. You got to get in the flow. You start with dropping it a bunch of times, and then you get in the zone. And I forgot, I grabbed the 3 bodies that were from the VRD kit, which come with the rings already put in. But I need to install the new seal packs, so I need to grab those bodies that are still sealed in plastic. Oh, they're right next to me. I don't have to go far. Yeah, legit. It took far less time to do the other 2 than it did to do the first one. Okay, there you go.
It's gonna take me like the rest of the time.
And you have a bunch of extra E-clips, and I mean a bunch. I have more. So don't worry if one like shoots away on you. The second one, that's the hard one to put on. The second one is much easier.
A little white plasticky thing? The
Once,
second one?
Yeah, there's 2. One on each side of the piston. Yeah.
What the heck? One on each side. Oh, one on the top and one on the bottom. Oh, okay. It just moves. When I try to push it in, it doesn't go in.
Whoa.
No, get your minds out of the gutter.
That could be misinterpreted.
Son of a gun.
Oh my God. About 2 minutes ago, Mr. Hurley said she's gonna say "son of a gun" at least once.
You're lucky I didn't say more harsher words.
Oh yeah, her hands next to mine. Yeah, It's different species stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
wait, I didn't know I was on camera.
Where did you think you were? I'm over here toiling away quietly.
I thought I was off like far
off
enough.
camera. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Because it's on the molded tree.
Why doesn't it go in?
So in their divine infernal wisdom, the good folks at Vonkish.
Am I holding too close? Should I be further?
Okay, so the easiest way is
there a trick?
Get the clip, get the clip and hold the shaft like this, and get the clip from the top and then squeeze it with the pliers so it goes around the shaft.
Oh, you're
pushing it on like that works a lot better.
That. That's why I kept shooting off.
No. I probably have another shock shaft. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Because I was holding it like this.
Right. I'll pop one off and then I'll pop it back on to show you.
Why do you want to pop it off? This seems like once you do it, you just want to leave it alone forever.
See that plier for a second.
Oh, it's got my C-clamp in it.
So what I do is I get this like this, right? So now see how it's sitting on the top, and then you go like this. Now that one's already been. You're only supposed. E-clips are like anything else because now watch, because that's been removed and then put back on, I can probably just pull it off. They're only supposed to be used once. They are a single application.
This is not going to happen.
It's fun.
Fun to watch me be tortured.
You're both made to human scale by different manufacturers. They say you're 1-to-1 scale and I'm 1.5-to-1 scale.
Well, for a girl, I'm considered above average.
That's true.
Wait, did I just do it? No, I don't think I did. Almost?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Then I put this little doohickey on.
Yeah.
That's its technical term.
Yes, technical terminology.
I have renamed it a doohickey.
That is correct. This is an SAD, so of course it leaked so much that I can't see the clip to remove it with the pliers.
Do you want my readers?
No, it's filled with muck.
I'm kidding. Oh. Ah!
If it's down, it's gone.
No, way down here somewhere.
If you drop it, it's gone.
I didn't drop it on the ground.
So the plastic piece at the base, where's those other bodies? What'd I do with them? I said I can't use the... Okay, so this little piece right here that goes under the clip must be off of a sprue tree, because when you buy the seal packs, they don't come with that part. If you'll note, that's what you get. You don't get the big plastic piece. Well, you also don't get caps either. Those come off the sprue. But I don't have extra ones of those. Well, I have 2 extra ones of those, and I need 4.
Did I do it?
So what I'm going to have to do...
Wait, did I do it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Look at that.
Wait, you better test it. Put it in the thingy.
I have to build them first. Well, no, you can just tell. You can tell if the little lip is seated or not, and the lip is seated. So we need the sauce. We need a little bit of sauce. That's not the sauce.
Yeah, but was that the only part I had to do?
I moved it. No, we'll let you do the other part too. But so we're gonna put a little schmutz. You gotta get a little schmutz. Okay, a little schmutz in there. Right.
Just a dollop.
Just a little dabby of schmutz. Then we're gonna dump this out on the high contrast surface, so hopefully we can see it.
How is that high contrast against when you got black things that are black?
Yeah, because even though they're not the same color black, even on the camera you can still see them. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go all safety. We're gonna push this up like this, and then I need something to hold it. So we're gonna go yep, and then it's gonna go seal.
And there's no wrong way to put that on?
Nope. And then it's gonna go spacer. And then it's gonna go seal. And then it's gonna go this guy. He goes like this. We do it this way because the biggest risk that a seal has is having this threaded part pass through it and tear the seals on the way by. And then we've got these guys. Drop that guy down there. And honestly, the easiest way to insert these, let's try it with the tool first. We'll try doing it properly. And then we'll see if we have to do it cheesily. Because we've got a little thing called a 926. And it grabs these little holes, just like that. And then it goes like this. It goes. I don't know if we can pass it through. And then nope, it won't release. So we do it cheesily, which is we get one corner down, and then we put the other corner down with a pick.
That looks dangerous.
Yeah, you can stab yourself through the finger. I've never done it all the way through my finger, just part of the way through my finger.
I don't want it through any part of my finger.
Well,
I might not do that part.
These are the risks.
I don't know if the risks are going to pay off for me.
And it is exclusively because, again, in their divine wisdom, Vanquish uses a circlip that doesn't really, both the diameter of the circlip and then the amount of space.
I think they're calling you a window now.
Is that? Oh no! If I'm a wall, you must be the window.
Oh, okay.
I complained to Vanquish customer service. They sent me new seals packs and all new plastic, the whole sprue tree. I haven't put them on anything yet, but they don't leak just sitting there. That is true. I think we've all stabbed our fingers building shocks. It's a good idea to direct feed Amazon Blue Case from dedicated 2i spec. You can. There's a couple of guys. There's at least one guy that's running those blue cases hardwired to run on 3S. Full-time 3S. Oh, God. 10 minutes. If that's chiming, that means 10-minute warning.
That means I got to get my shock done in 10 minutes.
I cannot get this thing in to save my life. Okay, I'm going to have to try doing it the seal. We'll sacrifice the seals if need be. I can't get this clip in. And this one's bent to hell, so that one's dead. Luckily, I keep extras of these. It almost feels as if they don't fit. We know they do. One end under. Hold it with your thumb. And the whole thing pops out again.
I mean, I assume you, I'm going to use the technical term, I assume you've built like a bazillion of these, you know. How am I going to do one?
No, I'm not going to build one of these. I'm about ready to tap out. I don't want to end my stream on these garbage ass Vanquish shocks. Which I have not managed to get a single clip into. I have managed to get a single clip into.
You got it in?
Now we know why Vanquish has gone to thread-on bottoms now. Who has stabbed their finger with the driver bit while using a screw gun? Oh my God. I probably have a scar on my hand somewhere shaped like a plus from slipping off of a screw and stabbing myself with a Phillips head screwdriver, and it leaves the plus shape on you. So what we're doing is we're building a set of S8Es, and with the, what are these, 6 slot? I'm gonna guess 40 weight. Where's the big bottle of 40? We're gonna go 40 weight. The quick pull results in 1 bubble, and then we go right to the bottom of the threads like that. And then we get the thing that I still would like to remind myself that I need to finish modifying the laser file so that I can cut more of these. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? People still ask me about them. We're going to run these right side up when I run them, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to replace the seals on the caps. You need 80 weight so they won't leak, but that's the point though. We're not going to do that because these are the new updated Vanquish seals, and also these are the metal caps. In one of the packages, the gift packages sent to the Canyon, somebody sent a set of shocks where they gave up. There was like 4 sets of S8Es, and I had resealed them all, and they've all gone out on like giveaway rigs, or they're still a bit of them in this drawer. And then there's the full other set of bodies. I have like 5 sets that are still, have not departed yet. But because these are the new seals.
Wait, you pour it out? So you pour it in and then you pour it out?
No, what you do is it has a bleeder screw, which you do not want to over tighten. There you go. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get as much, you're trying to get all of the, okay, this is an emulsion shock. So it operates by having air mixed with the oil. That's the emulsion. Bladdered shocks keep air between the bladders, so the air and the oil are separate from one another. So in an emulsion shock, you can never get all of the air out. But when a shock is fresh built, as that one is, it has the correct amount of air to mix with the oil. Now, because of the nature of this shock, these shocks leak incredibly. They're basically screen doors. They have the waterproofing of a screen door. So they leak oil out, and as more oil goes out, more air comes in, and it makes them work less. They're supposed to be dampers, so they stop damping. So Vanquish finally acknowledged this, and they made new seals that are supposed to make them stop leaking. So the plan is, I'm going to finish building the 4 of these. I've mentioned it in installments before. And we're going to pick a vehicle. We're going to pick one at random. I don't know who we're going to pick, but whoever gets picked is just going to be somebody that runs 90 millimeter shocks. We are going to remove the 90 millimeter shocks from that guy. We are going to install these 90 millimeter shocks on that guy. I'm going to take them out to Mavericks, and I'm going to drive them around Mavericks for the entirety of one 2200 battery pack. And then we're going to come back in, we're going to take the shocks off, and so help me God, if there's 1 drop of oil on the spring cup, failed. You failed. And I have the lowest imaginable level of confidence that these will not have leaked.
That's so loud right there.
like the odds of these not leaking is near 0. Because yes, these seals, I have measured the seals up against the old seals, and they are a different size. Am I using green slime? No, I'm using ProTech Premier Blue. And I can tell you this from the experience of having built 1,000 shocks, it makes absolutely no difference what you build the shocks with. Oh. If you want to buy shock lube, you can. If you want to use green slime, if you want to use, guys, what am I trying to think of? Nolene. If you want to use Nolene SF3, if you want to use, what do they call it? It's not ghost grease. If you want to use Ryan Mayfield Momentum Red O-Ring grease from J Concepts. Use that. Use whatever grease you want. You can use plain old silicone grease. You can use oil. You can, like shock oil, you can put a little, it's like, think of it as putting an oil filter on a car. You can put a little bit of a dab of the oil you're building the shocks on. Just put a dab of it in that recess when you put it in. Just don't assemble them dry. As they say, as they will tell you, they, and by when I say they, I mean them, don't go in dry. Just put something on it so it's not going in dry.
Okay, pretty much anything you can say can sound dirty.
Oh, when you're building shocks and you're talking about shafts and fitting the shaft in the hole, and don't put the shaft in the hole dry, yeah, I mean, come on. Come on. The comedy writes itself. But here's the deal. It doesn't matter. Because I've built shocks with oil. I've built shocks with any number of greases that you can conceivably imagine. And they are all the same. It's all the same. That is not what makes a shock leak or not leak. What makes a shock leak or not leak is using a proper O-ring that properly fits in the recess and then putting a proper amount of preload on those seals. And if you're using a split clip, you're probably going to want to use an X-ring like Traxxas does, because if you can't adjust your preload, then you're relying on the seals themselves, right? So this is why I'm not particularly upset that most of the Chavtechs have gone to threaded bottoms, because with a threaded insert, you can adjust the preload on your seals. So a lot of shocks leak. Most shocks leak. A few shocks don't. Vanquish has never shown me a shock that doesn't leak, and I doubt that $16 worth of O-rings and whatnot is gonna fix this. But and here's the real burn. The real burn of it. S8Es are good. That shock is real smooth. Real smooth. Too bad I already see the formation of a little gloss around that ring. Now, that could be a little bit of the ProTech grease. Could be. I've had this now probably about 2 years, which shows you how long 10 mils of this lasts. Because when I went to order green slime, they didn't have any. I've been using green slime since long into the before times. And no, I do not believe that you're going to get me to sing Lil Jon and the Yin Yang Twins. Neither from the windows nor to the walls.
Do it.
Because they just want to hear what the next line is.
Why is it dirty?
Yeah, and I know what the next line is. I also know the next line to... now I'm getting the numbers all wrong. I can only remember 8004 now. 281 330 281 330 8004. Yeah, that I can remember. But regardless, from the window to the walls, we all know what the next line is. So I'm going to take this opportunity. I've already pretty much cleaned up. So I'm going to take this opportunity to... Debatable. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us here. Is Susan going to be able to spin us out? 100%. 100%. I can consolidate my mess. Haven't lost any pieces, I don't think. We got one assembled. 2, 3, 3. Okay. All right. I mean, I want these to not leak. Don't think that that I want these to leak. Like it'll like somehow validate me. Just if you didn't get it right the first time, it's hard to throw an O-ring at it and fix the whole thing. So we didn't go camera 2 all day. Camera 2. Camera 3, camera 2, back to 1. So, I love my SADs, but they leak like a sieve. That's why I don't run them. It's ultimately not worth it. Like, they work great, but they leak like a sieve. And you can get shocks that these 2 mods don't leak. So, like, what's the deal? If they can do it, what's Vanquish's excuse? Now it's in my head, by the way. Thank you very much. Dun 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 dun. dun. 369. Yeah, great. Thanks. Now I've got that. Now I've got to. I haven't even touched my TRX4 shocks. Ironsides the Defender still has the oil in his shocks that was put in there, presumably by someone in Taiwan that doesn't make enough money to do what they do. I have never touched those shocks. What do you get? Are you throwing switches in there?
No, I just opened it. I didn't throw any switches.
She was touching the dips.
No, I didn't.
See, this is what happens. The raccoon says, this is so great. So, thanks everybody. We enjoyed having you. It is gonna dun da 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 da. Oh, I've had my evergreen candle going the whole time. It helps the vibes, you know. So thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for joining us here in the game. We're gonna see you next time. In between now and then, please one and all do your very best. We'll see you again. Don't forget, 1 week from today, one of these is and by that I mean this one, which means I have to finish it, drive it, paint it, and be ready to go. And it'll be 10-minute paint job. 10-minute paint job. And then away it will go to its forever home. She's kicking her feet. She's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Hope you're ready to go. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. My microphone that I record the videos on, not the live stream mic and the video mic are 2 different mics. So I have to use a Phantom Power, a Comica 82 Link Flex, which runs on 9-volt batteries, and it doesn't turn itself off. It kills itself. A lot of things here turn themselves off automatically, and that one doesn't. So I had to go to the laser, and I had to make this little pastoral scene that says, turn off the mic.
I wondered why you had that.
To remind me, and I have it up here hanging on a loofah. It was one of the pickle polisher testers. I just burned it on the other side. It says, turn off the mic. So you know what? We're going to listen to this guy right here. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. We're going to turn off the mic.